Hi, my name is Ariana Sheffero, and this is my informative speech for Communications 107. My speech is about special needs, specifically autism. Autism is very dear to me. My sister is 15 years younger than me. Her name is Darby, and she was actually diagnosed with autism about 16 months old. She's now about 7, and so there has been a very drastic change in her behavior, her mental, and the way she perceives things. So, special needs. It affects quite a few. It's about 1 in 4 adolescents between the ages of 13 and 18 years old. That's statistically about 25%, according to the Huffington Post. Also, it just, special needs doesn't have to necessarily be autism. It could be many things. It could be just a developmental disorder, dyslexia, behavioral problems. There are many, many things. I personally want to focus on autism because I feel that after watching this video, you will see the dramatic increase in the way it's on the rise, how costly it is for families, and also how parental involvement is key into this. So, autism affects about 1 in 68 children in the United States currently. This is really, really a big deal because about 10 years ago, according to autismspeaks.org, autism only affects about 1 in 210. So over approximately a 10-year time span, it's jumped very significantly. It's a big drastic change, and we don't know where it's coming from. Also, and statistically, boys are more likely to have it, about 5 times according to CNN. We don't know why males have it. We don't know what's linked with it. We don't know what's going on. Just we know that males are 5 times more likely. It also affects all races and everyone around the world. It is predominantly found more in Caucasian children. Now, that statistic, we're unsure if that is due to the amount of parents that seek attention and help for their children, or is that an accurate reading of how autism affects. Autism it's very hard to explain because there's a large spectrum of it. There are small things like just delayed speech, delayed walking, not really understanding commands, small behavioral problems, and it can go so severe to children that cannot communicate, cannot understand, cannot speak with you, cannot be controlled. Some children do not eat, some children overeat. There are just so many things that are linked with autism, and the scary thing is we just don't know how to help it anymore. So autism is very costly if you were diagnosed with an autistic child. According to the Social Security Administration.com, the median income average for last year was $44,331. That's the national income average. So according to, where you are, in the United States, that could be a little low, that could be a little high. I'm in Connecticut right now. That's a little low for Connecticut, but hey, it's a national average, whatever. Ballparking about how much these services cost to help an autistic child is about $60,000 per year. So I just want you to juggle those numbers in your mind. $44,000 as a median income, $60,000 as about a median income for an autistic child to receive services. These services are occupational therapy, physical therapy, sensory perception, specialized camps, specialized care for these children, many, many things. The list goes on and on. Some autistic children they can't speak, they can't learn very well. Some children quite commonly are incontinent, which means they still use diapers. They can't go to the bathroom on their own. So these people use services that come in to help these children, change them, help them more. Some services come in to try to teach them to be more normal, is what she would say. These services are very helpful, but again, they're very costly. And also, parents have to be involved. That's the main part of this whole debacle. If parental involvement is not there, the child cannot succeed. Because not only is it costly to get these services, it's required that many of these services, a parent is present the whole time. Unfortunately, the way the economy is today, it's not favorable for one parent to stay home. So usually you have a 2-parent income household to kind of make that median income. These services won't work a, one on a two-parent income household. Somebody has to be home with the child while these services are being performed, which again, it's a huge block. It's very hard. Also, just like a child that goes to elementary school, the parents have to reinforce the thing that they're learning. If you go to school and you learn that 2 plus 2 is 4 and you're a regular child, and you go home and don't do your homework, it doesn't mean that you've actually learned that 2 plus 2 means 4 if your parents aren't practicing it with you. So that's about to sum up this speech, is that autism is everywhere. It affects everybody. It's everywhere. Next time you walk in a store and you see a child that you think acts a little funny or looks weird or whatever, you might see even an adult that's never been diagnosed. Don't make fun of them, don't laugh. These people really do need help, and unfortunately, these services are very hard to obtain. Next time you walk by an Autism Speaks Foundation, please donate $1 to help the many, many children that you may or may have already met in your lifetime that really need your help and support. Thanks y'all so much for watching this video.